like to thank President Trump because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here today.
Oh, look at his face. Oh, man. Listen to their evil, wicked, disgusting response. You will never be able to unsee this. Honestly, I can't even put into words right now the way that I feel. Howdy, y'all. I'm Brylan. In this video, I'm going to show you some of the wildest moments from Trump's address to Congress last night. You're going to see things that are going to make you happy, things that are going to make you angry, and also things that will make you realize that you don't hate the destructive, radical, insane ideologies of the left enough. I'm telling you right now, the things I'm going to show you in this video are going to blow. You're not going to be able to unsee them. But don't worry, because I'm going to end by showing you one of the absolute best moments that you will ever see from a speech like this that will leave you with joy and uncontrollable sobbing all at the same time. Real quick, would you mind hitting that thumbs up button? You know when you like this video, you're not agreeing with the insanity. You're helping push it out to more people to help spread the truth.
We've ended the tyranny of so-called diversity, equity, and inclusion policies all across the entire federal government and indeed the private sector and our military.
That's worthy for a clap. And then it's
and our country will be woke no longer. We believe that whether you are a doctor, an accountant, a lawyer, or an air traffic controller, you should be hired and promoted based on skill and competence, not race or gender. Very important.
Right on.
You
Look
should
at
be
the left.
hired based
Ridiculous.
on merit. And the Supreme Court, in a brave and very powerful decision, has allowed us to do so. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. We have removed the poison of critical race theory from our public schools, and I signed an order making it the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
Look at the left, man. This is the state of Democrats and the left in our nation today, though. They hear things like this and they hate it. They seethe in anger and hatred for fellow human beings. In fact, the left hates truth so much, one of them got kicked out.
Take your seat. Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
Yeah. That's Al Green, a radical leftist, and he was heckling Trump during his speech and got up, stood up, wouldn't be quiet. And so, well, he was punished and kicked out of this address to Congress. Good. And after this, I'm not going to play the clip, but he went out and complained that the reason he did this is to stand up for Americans because Trump's trying to take away Social Security, even though it's the Trump administration that's calling out all of their fraud and theft of Social Security. So don't let their bogus, disgusting games trick you.
The media and our friends in the Democrat Party kept saying we needed new legislation. We must have legislation to secure the border. But it turned out that all we really needed was a new president.
It's true. You know, that's funny that he says that because it's absolutely true. You just needed a new president. For years, we heard the excuse from Biden and Kamala that they can't do anything. They need Congress to act on the border. And it's like, well, no, wait. So you can open the border without the government. You can let in 20, 30 million illegals without Congress. But it's only when you have to secure the border that, oh, you can't do anything. In fact, Trump highlighted victims of illegals that came over here and committed heinous crimes and even took the lives of Americans. And when Trump highlighted these people and invited them as special guests to this address to Congress, this is how the left treated them. This is what the left thinks of everybody that has been a victim of their insane, destructive, open border policies.
Pretty awful. And I really did not like the way he used the tragic incidents and the families that were there, who of course appreciated, what they think is their president caring about what happened, to the 12-year-old and to others who were victims. And we all feel sad and bad for them, but he misused them. He misused them. And what he did was he focused on them instead of focusing on the real issues that we're dealing with now.
That's what the left thinks about you as an American. That's what the left thinks about the victims of their insane, radical, destructive ideologies that bring nothing but death and destruction. That is what they think about you. This is an evil, wicked, demonic woman. And here she is deriding Trump for focusing on the victims and giving them a moment in the spotlight for people to encourage them and say, we are here for you. I'm telling you, you do not hate the destructive ideologies of the left enough. Now, here's one of the only times, if not the only time, that the left actually clapped. Keep this in mind.
With no end in sight, the United States has sent hundreds of billions of dollars to support Ukraine's defense. With no security, with no anything.
Wow, sickos. That's the left clapping right now, the Democrats.
Do you want to keep it going for another 5 years? Yeah, you would say Pocahontas says yes.
Talking about Elizabeth Warren there.
2,000 people are being killed every single week. More than that.
The only time the left would stand and clap in unison is when Trump says that we have given hundreds of billions to other countries and to Ukraine in this endless war. That is the only time that they clap, stand and clap. Do you get it yet? The left hates you. They hate America. They will never stand for you. Never put a leftist, a Democrat in office again. That doesn't mean that Republicans are always good and only good and they're the saviors. That's not what I'm saying here. But there is an objective truth that the Democrats, the left, their ideologies only bring death and destruction, and that is all they care about. And they are proving it to you in front of your very eyes. And this isn't even the worst of it. I'm going to show you in just a second the left in the most evil, wicked moment of the night that will blow your mind. Watch this moment. This is one of the absolute best moments that I have ever seen in any speech like this.
Joining us in the gallery tonight is a young man who truly loves our police. His name is DJ Daniel. He is 13 years old, and he has always dreamed of becoming a police officer.
Wow. Man. What a beautiful moment.
But in 2018, DJ was diagnosed with brain cancer. The doctors gave him 5 months at most to live. That was more than 6 years ago.
Wow. Wow, you just want to give him a hug, man. Right on, DJ. Wow.
Since that time, DJ and his dad have been on a quest to make his dream come true, and DJ has been sworn in as an honorary law enforcement officer.
Wow.
Actually, a number of times. The police love him, the police departments love him. And tonight, DJ, we're going to do you the biggest honor of them all. I am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States
Oh,
Secret
look at his
Service.
face. Oh, man. Oh, it's beautiful. What a beautiful moment. Oh, man. And watch what happens here. What a beautiful moment. And he hugs him. Oh, my goodness. You want to cry. What a beautiful moment.
Thank you, DJ.
Look how much this moment meant to DJ. Oh man, if this doesn't fill your heart with so much joy, but also just wanting to sob uncontrollably for this boy. Again, you heard the story of what he's going through and what he has been going through for years. He had 5 months to live. Here he is over 6 years later. But I want you to look in the background how the Democrats, the left, again, they're sitting there. They don't care about this kid. They don't care about you. They don't care about anything but spreading their lies and destruction. In fact, I'm going to show you more of the left's reaction, including one of the most disgusting things you'll ever hear by the mainstream media when it came to this moment with DJ. But first, listen to a little bit more of DJ's story. Again, what just an inspiring moment here.
But you want to know the craziest part? Because my mom bathes me and my brothers all together. And out of nowhere, I locked up, and then my dad was calling my name, and I started going to the slow thing, and he said, "Stop playing with me." And I then I started to act. I ain't gonna lie, I started to act slow. And then as soon as he said that, we was speeding all the way, running lights, going to the hospital. And then next thing you know, I was seizing on the table. They said, "No, we're gonna have to go in his brain tonight." Ever since then, I had 13 brain surgeries, and that's how many times my personality has changed. And that's something that you don't hear from a terminally ill child.
Wow.
I had 5 months to live. I'm gonna keep on going until my gas tanks run out. And that's when God calls you home. You never know when God's gonna call you home. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my dad. I know he's pretty proud of me, and I'm pretty proud of him too. And I'd like to thank President Trump, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here today.
Wow, what an inspiring young man this is. I know I'm inspired by him. I mean, more than I can put into words. And just the beautiful moment that he got to have in front of the world last night. And listen to how wise he sounds and just how mature he sounds for his age and everything that he's been through. Just a clever, wise, smart young man here. But watch this from the mainstream media in response to the moment DJ had, a moment of a lifetime. Listen to their evil, wicked, disgusting response. You will never be able to unsee this. And I will say this woman should never have a job in media again after this.
But I think this was a lesson in finding one thing that you let yourself feel. And I let myself feel joy about DJ. And I hope he's alive for another, 95 years, right? And I hope he lives and the life he wants to live. He wants to be a cop. He knows what he wants to do. And maybe when you have childhood cancer, that crystallizes for you. And I hope he has a long life as a law enforcement officer. But I hope he never has to defend the United States Capitol against Donald Trump supporters. And if he does, I hope he isn't one of the 6 who loses his life to suicide. And I hope he isn't one who has to testify against the people who carried out acts of seditious conspiracy and then live to see Donald Trump pardon those people.
She takes this moment of DJ, the moment of his life, and turns it around and says, well, I hope he doesn't take his own life because of the radical Trump supporters. Honestly, I can't even put into words right now the way that I feel, the righteous indignation that I feel towards this woman, towards the left. They're, again, I've said this, 1,000 times in this video, they're destructive ideologies. That's all they are. They bring death and destruction to everything that they do. Don't let them fool you. Look at Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20 with me here. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who put darkness for light and light for darkness, who put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. But hey, let me know your thoughts about all this in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, join this community. I would love to hear from you on a regular basis. And please hit that thumbs up button as well. You know, when you like this video, you'll help push it out to more people to help spread the truth. All right, I'll see you in the next video.